The time for truth has come, people. We've been anticipating breaking XRP Ripple news for a while, and now it's finally here. The world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase, has disclosed important information that is driving the XRP Ripple pump. The price of XRP is predicted to soar once the entire world learns about it. According to experts, growth might reach $60,000. Quite awesome, isn't it? This video is too important for you to miss. Let's get right to the point without further ado. Disclaimer. Finally regaining its prominence, XRP is focusing on genuine momentum rather than legal disputes or speculative hoopla. Things are starting to move in XRP's favor after years of uncertainty, and Coinbase's recent actions may be the catalyst. With an April 21st launch date in mind, Coinbase Derivatives has submitted a certification application for XRP futures contracts to the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission. This is a hint that XRP is making a significant comeback into the regulated financial markets, not just another cryptocurrency product. After Bitnomial's recent action, Coinbase would be the second platform under U.S. regulation to provide XRP futures if it is allowed. This was not an unexpected filing. 2 weeks prior to Coinbase's submission, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse declared that the SEC had formally dropped its appeal, marking a major turning point in the ongoing SEC versus Ripple Labs dispute, terminating the protracted legal dispute. In addition to withdrawing its own appeal, Ripple accepted a settlement of $50 million, which was less than half of what the SEC had first sought. A high-stakes lawsuit came to a modest but significant conclusion, opening the door for institutional players to start entering. Things start to become intriguing at this point. Coinbase's filing is a part of a larger trend. Financial institutions can now introduce investment products based on XRP Ripple coin, thanks to the lawsuit's outcome, and the effects are already being seen. Pun intended. The following asset managers have filed for spot XRP ETFs: Bitwise, Franklin Templeton, WisdomTree, 21 Shares, and Grayscale. In a tweet, Levi, a prominent figure in the cryptocurrency world, encapsulated everything. XRP ETF approval on the horizon. Get ready, big moves incoming. And that's not merely hope, it's a sign of a market at last free to fully explore XRP's potential. You must comprehend what an ETF is in order to see why this is important. Without actually purchasing the token, investors can invest in an asset like XRP through an exchange-traded fund ETF. Rather, they purchase stock in a fund that tracks XRP's price. Both institutional and individual investors can gain exposure to cryptocurrencies through conventional financial institutions in a more streamlined and straightforward manner. Additionally, a spot ETF typically attracts significant capital after it is approved. Ethereum and Bitcoin have already demonstrated that, and XRP may follow. Coinbase's decision to market XRP futures is a component of a larger plan to increase the number of regulated futures products it offers. This demonstrates a distinct pattern. With a strong emphasis on derivatives, Coinbase has added XRP to its roadmap. This is significant because trading futures can boost market participation, enhance liquidity, and give an asset more credibility in the eyes of institutional investors and regulators. Additionally, it sends a strong statement once XRP futures go live on a well-known U.S. platform like Coinbase. XRP has been removed from the punishment box. With exchange support coming back, regulatory clarity finally appearing, and ETF filings piling up, XRP is about to enter a completely new era. A token surviving a lawsuit isn't the only consideration here. With a new degree of maturity and possibility, a digital asset is restoring its position in the market. There may be a significant increase in the price of XRP if momentum continues to grow and the ETF is approved. We've already seen how Coinbase's listings and futures offerings have increased the legitimacy and visibility of other assets. The possibility of a price spike is extremely real now that XRP is part of that mix. It feels like XRP is now ready to sprint after years of failures. Crazy, huh? In spite of all the litigation, delistings, anxiety, doubt, and uncertainty, XRP is not only surviving but is also making a resurgence that has the potential to rock the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Naturally, you can bet that Coinbase's intervention will cause XRP's price to soar to levels not seen in years. But to what extent may it rise? What do analysts actually forecast in the background? Believe me, some of these predictions will astound you. As a result, XRP isn't only creating a stir. We already know about its behind-the-scenes collaborations. Working together is essential to promoting acceptance and real-world utility. They are also the driving force behind XRP Ripple. But hold on till you find out who they're now collaborating with. Therefore, Ripple is presenting XRP as the digital asset solution that the world didn't realize it needed, but is rapidly realizing it needs as traditional financial systems falter under the burden of antiquated infrastructure. We are no longer discussing hype, we are discussing infrastructure, real adoption, real banking, and real money. Consider the $50 million collaboration between MoneyGram and Ripple. This strategic partnership aims to transform the global remittance industry, one of the largest financial sectors globally, and is not merely a public relations ploy. More than 200 countries are served by MoneyGram, which is now incorporating Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution. XRP-powered xRapid. Not only is that bullish, but it's revolutionary. MoneyGram can settle transactions using XRP in a matter of seconds at a fraction of a penny per transaction, thanks to Ripple's xRapid. Contrast that with the conventional methods, which can cost up to $30 and take days. We will be able to instantly settle funds from US dollars to destination currencies on a 24/7 basis through Ripple's xRapid product, stated Alex Holmes, CEO of MoneyGram. He's not merely using catchphrases, he's explaining a whole change in the way liquidity is handled globally, and it goes beyond MoneyGram. More than 500 banks have been given banking IDs by Ripple, according to a Minix on X. That's 500,000 financial institutions subtly joining Ripple's ecosystem. Bullish XRP. XRP is getting closer to its ultimate objective of becoming the global bridge currency, with each bank joined and payment channel launched. XRP Dragon stated unequivocally that XRP is the largest digital asset based in the United States. XRP has the infrastructure to support it, real-world relationships, and clear regulations. The sentiment was perfectly encapsulated by Edward Fina. The system has undergone permanent alteration. Either you get in or you get left behind. The foundation for widespread worldwide acceptance is being laid. What will happen when these networks are fully operational, and banks, remittance businesses, and other organizations from other continents begin transferring billions of dollars through XRP on a daily basis? This volume won't only affect the price, which is why so many members of the XRP community are sticking with it. They realize that the price now represents a digital asset with actual utility that is solving trillion-dollar problems in real time, not simply speculation. This isn't simply another cryptocurrency initiative. XRP is at the heart of the new financial world's architecture. Whales couldn't keep it all down, of course. Whale activity related to XRP has always been a popular topic, but what we are currently seeing is completely different. Something significant began to simmer beneath the surface when the SEC withdrew its sales injunction against Ripple, enabling the business to lawfully commence institutional sales of XRP. And when we say big, we mean moving hundreds of millions of dollars worth of XRP in a few hours. A reliable blockchain watcher, Whale Alert, reports that 4 massive transactions worth about 67 million XRP each occurred recently. That number isn't arbitrary. When big transfers are this accurate and consistent, usually it's an obvious indication that strategic or institutional forces are at play. The entire amount? About $572 million. And who gets it? Wallets that are unknown. This indicates that the coins were not distributed to exchanges in anticipation of a rapid sell-off. They were taken to a secret location. Build-up of silence. What does all of this mean for us then? Traders, retail holders, and proponents of XRP's potential. Let's dissect it. When whales begin storing or transporting significant quantities of XRP, particularly following regulatory approval, it usually means that something huge is about to happen. Whales with their large fortunes and insider connections don't move this kind of volume without a plan. And we're already feeling the ripple effect, as it were, whether it's new alliances, the growth of Ripple's on-demand liquidity system, or even preparation for significant market events like ETF approvals. Brett XRP tweeted that active addresses have increased by 490%, indicating a surge in retail demand. It's no longer only whale activity. That represents a whole wave of individual investors beginning to sense the momentum and realize that something significant is about to happen. In addition to trading XRP, whales are shifting their positions in anticipation of the next significant advance. It will only be a matter of time until the price reflects the energy generated by the major players' actions and the increasing activity from retail. This is purposeful, stealthy, and potent accumulation rather than guesswork. And if history has taught us anything, it is that waves follow XRP whales as they swim. Additionally, the soul. What do you think of that? That is the only question left. Regarding XRP Ripple, are you optimistic? What do you think will happen? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. I'd be interested to know. Thank you for viewing, and that brings this video to a close. Please remember to hit the like button, leave a comment with your ideas or questions, and most importantly, remember to subscribe if you found the information informative and enjoyable.